Hi, and welcome back to our journey to top 100 in the world. 2276 is the current rating. Will we end with a higher rating or a lower rating after this session? I hope with higher. And to be honest, yesterday I was better in every single game, even though I was able to pull off 50% win rate. But I mean, if you haven't seen the last 3 games of yesterday's stream, I highly recommend them. They're maybe even the best games I have played so far, featuring beautiful sacrifices and strategical play. So okay, we got black pieces and we are facing g3. I mean, yeah, the best way to counter it should be e5, the most aggressive, and then d5. But I think I'll play it a little more solid. Okay, let's go d5 after all, and this is just a regular bird defense. Oh, King's Indian attack. Yeah, this is fine. I mean, I'm just trying to. Yeah, I think I'll go for nothing crazy here. Yeah, I think I'll just natural develop, and the thing is, if I just develop, I can never have a bad position facing this opening, even though c4 is played. But even if I just take queen a4, so it is like a pawn sack, huh? What happens if I take again? You can take here and have a triple attack. I see. In that case, I assume you just gotta go bishop d6. The other thing is with these openings, they aren't great, but in short time controls, of course, you probably know the opening better than the opponent you are playing. Okay, knight g4. I should probably move the bishop back to defend the knight. Also maybe threaten some discoveries. Now I'll just castle. And yeah, I think I'm good here. h6 I can play whenever I want to kick the knight back. I got f7 under control. c6 properly defended so far, and the queen is this doesn't feel like an ideal square for the queen. But is there a way to take advantage of that? Maybe with knight a5 there could be. Okay, knight a5. Actually, where can the queen go? After knight a5, the only square that the queen has is queen h6. So I can go that queen h4, h6. Oh no, man. How can I do this? How can I make it work? Maybe there is no way, but I really want to. Okay, man. Well, let's just go h6. Let's go h6. Okay, so yeah, this is the idea. If I go there, you take there first. With check. That's the problem. Okay, I'll just take. We'll just take there. And then what? Oh, come on. Okay, I don't know. I need to speed up a little. I spent way too much time on that idea because the queen simply did not feel right on c4 behind, well, in front of the knight. But yeah, I've got anything from all that. Okay, yeah, just a6, but the pressure on the c file will increase. I got bishop e6 if I want to. Yeah, now this is just a Sicilian or English kind of structure. Yeah, okay. Let's go bishop e6. Attack the queen, maybe f5. And advance further. Okay, knight d4. Yeah, knight d4 seems good. Yeah, knight d4 threatens to win the queen. And also threatens this, so I think that you almost have to take. And then, okay, you can get the bishop pair back, but it feels like most of my problems would be solved. Although the knight here is a very nice piece too. But if I move the bishop and then f5, I would chase it away. Okay, there's c4, but no clear outposts for the knight, so in long run, maybe. Also, bishop d5 would be very nice, because this bishop is so strong. So bishop d5, nice idea to trade the bishops. And I got quite a weak c7, but e2 is also not a strong pawn. Just a5 was played. Okay. Guess maybe to try to activate the rook or something. So do I want to move the bishop and keep my bishop pair? It would make sense. Yeah, let's do it. Bishop e7. Yeah, just bishop e7. Keep the bishop pair. My opponent had an opportunity to win it back, but decided to go for a5. Which is not a bad move. It gains some space. But for example, if immediate rook a4, I could just do this. And the only way not to lose an exchange would be to go back. So queen c2 played. But yeah, I just feel like I'll go for f5. f5, bishop d5. Yeah, that's quite about that. Although no, if bishop d5... Hold on a second. No, I'll go bishop d5 first. Yeah, let's go bishop d5 first, actually. This is the way I wanna do this. c6, maybe. So now I don't need the rook on the b file anymore. So rook c8 will likely be played, but white is trying to create that attack against c7. So I definitely should try to create a counter attack against the e2 pawn. Otherwise, I'll just defend passively, and I don't want to do that. Okay, but now I'll just go for c6. There was a nice square for the knight right now, but I'll always have the option to take the knight with the bishop. Yeah, that is honestly one of the main advantages of having the bishop there, that most of the time you can just give one of your bishops at the right time. So do I go f5 now? I think so. Yeah, I think so. I had the knight that has to go back, well, either to d2 or maybe c5. In any case, I will definitely just take the bishop on g2, which will weaken the king quite severely. Also, no knight blockading the e-file, so maybe I can just transfer the rook there and create an attack. Once we take, I'll definitely want to put my queen on d5 to block any checks, and the queen on d5 will be just a strong piece. Also just pressuring a5, even though that is happening even on d8, but I think we can all agree upon that d5 is more active square than d8. Yeah, I mean, what can you even calculate? Maybe that you want to take? I thought it was impossible at first, but maybe. Because if you take on d4 and I take the knight, you take with the pawn, and I cannot move because I'm pinned. So yeah, there you go. There you actually go. There is no way, but luckily there is that a5 pawn, so maybe it's not that terrible. Because if I take, pawn takes, then I'll lose this and we'll get opposite card bishops. Which I don't think that would be beneficial for me, so yeah, I'll just take on a5. And run away from the pin. We will likely trade a few pieces. Anyway, maybe I can see it going into a full rook endgame. Okay, yeah, knight d2. And now if bishop takes, it is with check, so I gotta take. And then what did I do? This might not be a bad idea. Yeah, why not? It attacks the rook and the pawn on e2. Be careful, there is a bishop on e7. But it centralized the queen. It's not d5, but potentially I can still go there. Okay, knight goes to f3. That's a good move, for sure. In my opinion. Is the queen defends the pawn, defends the rook. But okay, I'll just move my queen back to e6. And defend this diagonal, base of the pawn chain. Yeah, f5 is a little too far advanced. But maybe I can strike with f4 at the right time. And then, yeah, bishop f6 is a clear move to me, because once again, you kind of wanna control the knight with your bishop. In this position, I would say. Which is exactly what bishop f6 does. Always when the bishop and knight are apart with each other with two squares, they are controlling each other. Kind of. If I take, rook takes, and it doesn't seem to be so good. So yeah, I think I'll just go here, and if e5, which might just be possible, I think I'll just go back. But okay, if you are capturing. Okay. This is all fine with me. If rook f4, I think I'll just go to d5 then. Yeah, if you move the rook, I'll try to get my queen to d5 again. Yeah. I'm pinning the knight. Which is very nice, because now the king is sort of paralyzed defending the knight, and it is pinned, so the knight is paralyzed too. Yeah, that means if now the rook would move. Isn't g5 a thing? G5 is a thing, but it is quite dangerous. Okay, so no, it's not. There is rook e4. Okay, in that case, I definitely wanna trade down, because I opened up my king, and we are quite low on time. But we are both low on time. Maybe there were some tactics where you can take and then this, but yeah, with the way I opened up my king, it feels dangerous. Yeah, let's take. And pawn actually takes. Okay, so queen e6. Okay, bishop g7. A bit passive, but might work. Now let's go back here. Attack the knight. And pressure the pawn. Attack the pawn too, in fact. Maybe, but yeah. This is anyone's game with below 1 minute mark. For both of us. Oh my. I got the worst position here. I need to push on the queen side. Because yeah, there are two connected fast pawns. Advanced very further. Advanced very far. Oh no, and I stepped into a fork. That's exactly what my opponent was waiting for, if I should bet. But yeah, once those two pawns were connected, it was extremely difficult. It was. Kind of just going back and forth now. Yeah, okay, I can resign here, but yeah, as I said, it basically was anyone's game, and I guess the g5 move was bad, in fact. But at that point, with 1 minute, I just did not, yeah, I spent, how much time? Actually, 20 seconds, but yeah, I just was quickly looking at moves that might make it, and yeah, Rookie 4 is the only move, and I missed it, unfortunately. And also, such a move might not have been there, so yeah, a bit unlucky too. Otherwise, here, yeah, if I take on B2 immediately, I'm winning. I saw this tactic. I saw the tactic, but I just couldn't make myself to play it. But if it will go as yesterday, even though I don't want to start losing as yesterday, but if I can pick up wins after, I mean, then it's not as bad. However, I wanna win every game. Every single one. But again, I had an advantage. I had an advantage. And just didn't convert it. So basically, that's another game in a row. Okay. And rook b8, fine. That's fine. And here... Yeah, okay, let's go for queen d2. I'm sure you can play it. And then... let's try knight d1. You don't have to go knight d2. Knight g3, you can also go knight d1, and it's a completely fine move, in fact. Okay, but now I'll advance the pawns on the king side, as usually. Even though still the f5 move is there, and my opponent is apparently experienced player here, placed immediately in just 1 second. Can I advance? I don't think so. Yeah, I might be able to. There is a pawn here. Yeah, I think I can. It will open up quite a lot though. I guess that e5 was a move. Oh wow, I actually don't understand why. e5 is a possibility in this position. But okay. Just realized the fact that yeah, you always gotta watch out if you can gain the pawn back on c5, and if you can, then most of the times e5 is the right move. So I hope that it will work in this position too, even though it is a bit late, as I shown just a couple seconds ago. It was a possibility earlier. Okay, so here goes my opponent, takes. So now do I take back and do all the captures? Or I take on c5? I think I just take on c5. Or do I? Yeah. Yeah, I think I do. Maybe queen d5 could be tricky. That's the only move I was concerned about. Because it seems like it runs under the bishop, but it actually creates a battery that could checkmate later on. Okay, I forgot about these two pawns facing each other too. But can I take on e5 now? I think it's a thing you gotta do. Yeah, it is. But I will have 0 pawns in front of my king now. So yeah, maybe not a good idea. And also these two bishops will likely get traded off, so my king will be so exposed. It will be so exposed. And already right now it feels like it would be a bit of a miracle if I survive it somehow. But okay, I can take. I think I can win the exchange here. I can also take here, and it actually threatens the pawn on e6. But if I take here, this knight is pinned. So I could take there, but if the bishops remain there, it would be more than enough compensation. So is it actually a right way to go? Or do you really just take? Yeah, I might be able to win, but somewhat like an exchange, but it would feel too dangerous. I'm sure, well, no, okay, I'm not even sure if Engine would approve. But from human perspective, yeah, I would win an exchange, but okay, apparently I can win it anyway. But if I do, there is a check. And it would be dangerous too. So I don't want to walk down that path. And there's so my the king is so exposed now. But okay, at the same time, if I don't take, what do I have? For the suffering. I want to get the knight back into the game somehow. Yeah, man, but these two diagonals look so dangerous. They do. Cannot even go d4. properly. I think I just sidestep from that diagonal for now. And go king h2, maybe some more problems. Oh my. But if we survive, we are up an exchange. And we're actually up an exchange even if we don't, but yeah. If we don't, then it's a fact that it is a thing that is not going to help us in any way. There remains one lonely god of the king. Hopefully the hero light squad bishop. Hopefully the hero himself. Yeah, man. Now that pawn doesn't seem very safe. I gotta defend with the rook. Hope that works. Yeah, if I would have time, if the knight would be on f2 in that position, and I would get the other rook coming to d1, then it might have been something else, but yeah, I think this is quite a no-brainer. Queen f2. I need to defend against queen g3. But yeah, I'm up an exchange, but the exchange is sitting here on a1 in the corner currently. If queens come off the board, then yeah. If my opponent takes on f2, then I'm just better, but that's not gonna happen. That's not gonna happen. Something like queen g5, queen h6 maybe, queen h5. Yeah. Those are logical moves. Okay, let's try to play a bit quicker at least and go d4. And even if this and I would lose that pawn, if I manage to at least trade the knight. Okay, so my queen is under fire now. It doesn't have a lot of squares. It really does not. Do I really have to go like queen g1? I mean, maybe, but that is so ugly. But I couldn't think of a better move. And the exchange is just sitting on a1. So, yeah. I need to get rid of this and massive oh my gosh, there's an unstoppable fork. No matter what I do, it will land. No matter what I do. So I have to move the queen. No man, this is just GG. Yeah, here actually my opponent outplayed me. Even though I kind of made it myself with this e5 move. It definitely was interesting. But yeah, it was already too late. Yeah, after that move, it is +2. But for some reason, it didn't come to my mind here. When I think it's the right way to go. No, apparently it's not either. Okay, so yeah, A4 apparently. Okay, fine. Well, let's move on and hope that similar thing will happen as yesterday. We're playing a rematch again. Wow, so many rematches. Yesterday we had 2 rematches. This is the first one of today, but only with 3 games. And Jabava London. So I guess I'll just go C6 here. Restrict the knight and prevent any forks here. F3, you played with F3. I mean, I bet it's possible, however, it seems a little wrong too. I guess, yeah, my opponent will definitely cast long. Does the play, okay. Does the play, at least I understand it. G4. Okay, I mean bishop G6. What else? And now H5. Now I'll go H5. And G5. Okay, I'm actually perfectly fine with it. Even though now my opponent gets that E4 move. But the king side is locked. So I can safely castle there. So that's good news, for sure. Yeah, let's play it actually. I like B5. It will scare white a bit from that long castles. They go E6 now. I guess. But we are both so clamped down. I want to go for that C5 square. That would be excellent. For that C4 square. That's what I want to get. Okay, I can take with the knight, but that's not too beneficial. Maybe, because I could take with the queen later, but there is this. So do I want to take the bishop first? Yeah, I guess I do. I don't want to get my pawn structure ruined. However, I liked my bishop. But yeah, maybe I really can. Because if I take, the e file is exposed for checks. Yeah, I think that's good to take. And if knight takes, queen takes. Queen would be nicely centralized, no light squared bishop to harass it. Yeah, this looks promising, but again, it was a complicated and offbeat opening. You don't have to take, but the bishop is hanging. So maybe bishop e5, knight d7 then. Yeah, bishop e5, knight d7. The bishop goes back, fine. Now it should be the time to develop this bishop. d6 is the best diagonal, however, I cannot really go there if I want to recapture with the queen. I can also take myself. But I don't really know why would I. Yeah, I mean, bishop e7 just seems the most solid. Maybe you want to get g6 in though. Yeah, I think you do. It looks scary, kinda. Maybe g6 and bishop g7 instead was the play. Yeah, I'm quite sure. So never mind, I'll have to do it differently, just castle. Okay. King goes there, and do I castle now? Yeah, I'm pretty sure I do. Knight develops to try to go to get in. Through f4 square, I'm pretty sure. Oh, here, it can also attack my queen. So I think I should back up. Yeah, I'll back up. Because I need to develop my knight. I can almost always go bishop d6 and take the knight. But there are weak squares. And one thing I forgot about that with this structure, the way you can break through is to sack. And to actually do it immediately. Oh. I knew that this was there immediately as I won g6, but... I have to take and hope. I'm actually losing 4 pawns for the knight, and that's too much. So guys, this seems like yesterday, even though in the last 2 games I was not really better. In the last game, definitely not. In the first game, I was. And in this one, arguably, I was also better, but slightly with no clear advantage. With like not a clear one. Clear advantage. Yeah, here I guess you wanna go back. But this just seems like... Oh yeah. You win this one with Jack 2. No, I cannot even do that. Let's go back to corner. Oh my, just simple king g7 or king h7. Oh, king h7 also. Very good. Okay, there's nothing else to do than hope that it will be similar as it was yesterday, where I lost 3 games and then won 3 games. So, there is a hope. But there isn't really a hope in this game anymore. This only move that I can see would save the checkmate, but... Yeah, okay, that was very nicely done, but... This is a game that I'm very disappointed for, because... Like this... The sacrifice was a thing I knew about. Like... When I played it. And then when I castled, I knew about it as well, but then... Here, if you go king g7 or king h7... No, king h7 actually not, because there was a queen. So, king g7. Yeah, king g7. No. So already here white is so much better, so... Where was it? Was it here? Yeah, here you go knight d7, like really? Or queen c4. And how about here? No, you castle. And then you go like knight d7, knight knight f4, and queen f5. Okay, I saw this line, but I kind of rejected it because of this, and you take with the e-pawn for sure. And what I didn't like about this was that white's just got the advantage, so with 4 against 3, and I basically my extra pawn on the king side is useless. So I quickly rejected this line, but it was the best, apparently. Okay, let's switch for the English. Let's go for the English. Okay. Let's go for the Queen's Gambit. Plus take. And then Queen c2, maybe. I hope knight f6. If knight f6, then we are gonna transpose into a line in Queen's Gambit declined exchange variation, but if not, which I expect to happen, I will have to play knight f3. And that's not a move you really want to make. Knight is better up on e2, and I remember another loss from this series in this line, where the only reason I lost was the knight on f3 instead of e2. So that's not very positive. However, this is a new game. This is a new game. Oh. Okay. I guess I'll go back here. And yeah, there are sacrifices, definitely. But I feel like I wanna be a little crazy and cast long. Yeah, I think I do. Yeah, I do. Let's cast long. I was thinking if bishop d3 first, because there are already some threats. Also, if I want to take the bishop, maybe, but yeah, I decided to go for long castles immediately to back out from that nasty e-file. And let's see, yeah, this will be definitely a sharp game, so quite a perfect game to bounce back with. Whether I'll face an attack to it won't be one-sided. But I'm sure this is good. And I got knight h4 as a good move, as a good plan, in fact. So yeah, I'll go for it. And if this does this, let's say I might even sack. Not this, but let's say if a5, I might even sack. I think I would, in fact. But there are ways to prevent it. Yeah, currently I'm just threatening stake over there, so okay. My opponent traits. And now, yeah, so you do want to attack g6 with your pawn. And with the f pawn, no, it's not so good. I bet you want to do it with the h pawn instead. I bet you do. Okay, let's go back to g6. The bishop has no business there, just blocks the pawn. Knight d2. Because if these two bishops are facing each other, I don't really want to push the pawn, because then I would have to capture with the f pawn, which would be very bad. So I defend it, and now I can decide whether to trade and push, or to just push and take with the knight, or maybe knight f4, because then I would be threatened to sack again. But there would be bishop takes on f4, so yeah. It is an idea right now, but I don't think it is exactly what I'll go for. My opponent just keeps pushing. Just keeps pushing. So I think it's time for me to push as well. There is this, but I would have f3. I think. Then takes g4. Okay, let's push. Let's push the h pawn. And it is interesting because as I'm looking at it, I feel like both sides have chances to be faster with their attack. Yeah, so bishop g4. Bishop g4. So the question is, do I want to take on d6? Or f3 immediately, but if f3, then bishop takes this and rook takes, and there is a knight behind. So okay, well, let me take on d6, in fact. It activates the queen a little. But it should not be a problem. There's also a possibility of bishop e2, which might be even stronger. It might. And I'm, to be honest, more worried about bishop takes e2, then queen takes d6, and here it is. So do I take back with bishop or the queen? I mean, both have pros and cons. I'm gonna say. But yeah, just right now like capturing with the queen more. I do. Okay, just h5. You gotta push it. Gotta push your pawn. And now it will be interesting. Yeah, g5. I can get h6. And it likely should be good. Because the king is pushed further away. And the pawns like this are disconnected. I want to push f4 so much. But it's not that easy to actually get it in. There's also this and maybe this, but yeah, it is quite tough to find the opening. Okay, I think queen g4 is a good sweet spot. But the problem with f4 is the weak e3 pawn. And there will likely be an attack incoming on the other flank now. I would start with c5 personally, honestly. Okay, knight a6. But that seems pretty damn good too. Can I go bishop f... not bishop, but just pawn f4. To open it up a little more. If queen here, you're just gonna defend somehow. And there's quite a lot of counting to do. But I think it works. If this, I take. Knight here, let's say. I take again. Well, it's so damn difficult. However, I feel like I have to go in. Otherwise, this attack seems very dangerous. So I just need to go in and hope that mine will work out, because it is faster. Although, yeah, it was kind of faster with the pawn advancement to h6. So knight goes in. But I don't think I really care. That's the thing. I don't really care. I'll just take on g5. If you take the bishop, I don't care. If you take the pawn, king b1, and then it will be interesting which move would my opponent go for if this happens. There's also a possibility of capturing on e3. Queen trade. That's what you want. Guess that is in fact what you want. There's no way to avoid it, so okay, let's go for it. Let's go for it then. This is with check, that's what's hurting me. Can do this. Okay, well, let's go a3, I guess. I will lose a pawn back. Pawn is defended now, and yeah, okay, I guess I'll hit the pawn this way. And then it won't be that easy to get out with this rook. Okay, so out of all that, we got a 4 rook in game, which seems very leveled. Okay, let's defend that pawn first of all, so I can be a bit more flexible and decide later, maybe. And yeah, now try to zigzag around the king to get out. I'm also currently pressuring c6. But yeah, I don't think that what black has done was good, because I think I'm getting a pawn, Whether I'll be winning or not, I don't think so. I don't think that it would be a winning advantage. But I think I'm getting a pawn here. Likely the g5 pawn. Oh, so no, I missed this. Actually. But yeah, I'm getting the g5 pawn, so it's okay. However, I'm not winning it as I thought I am. Okay. Let's defend the rook. Okay, g4, I'm getting low on time. I'm getting low on time here. And since I don't have that pawn, I feel like that this... I mean, this is obviously drawish, as all the rook endgames are. But, as always, anything can happen. Oh. If I don't want to lose a pawn, I kind of gotta take. And then I'll barely defend the pawn on g4. Well, I should not get in Zugzwang. I think this is still a draw. I just need to overpress in any way because that has already happened to me quite a few times. Maybe h5 here is the play, because if I this, h4. Yeah. But I think I can just take and then gain the diagonal position. And there is no tempi for any side. I, in fact, could maybe try to win this. If this e4. Wow, actually. I might play this for a win because I'm having the opposition. But, well, is this problem? It might be. Oh my, 14 seconds, am I fast enough? Oh my, I might be winning. Although, no, yeah, oh no, I'm not. And my opponent has like calculated far enough, huh? I just got a pre-move. That's all I can do. No, I lost, man, with, again, the time. I mean, I had it so much. For sure, there was a draw with the queens, by the way. I'm pretty sure that this you cannot win as black, but I already knew it with the clock. So yeah, maybe kind of overpressed. Yeah, it is a draw, you see it, basically. Almost whatever you do with that, like, queen e3. It is a draw, but my opponent would flag me anyway. And then Actually, yeah, apparently this was the position I was indicating you have to take. And this would have been slightly better. King f6, d5, c5, d6. I would have to give up a pawn. Wow. Yeah, but you did this way. Okay. Let's move on, but I need to win a game. Need to bounce back quick. But thank you for well thought. Yeah, it was not the worst, but I just need to play faster. I know it, but it is so hard, man. It is so hard to play faster. For me, at least. Okay, so we got this position again. Is knight d4 gonna happen? It is. On the board. So, okay. At least the line I know. A bit more. With e5. But yeah, if rook b8 was played, I already know that a4 is the way to go. And it quite makes sense. But I just did not see it in the previous game. And now it's up for my opponent to decide what to do. I played this line yesterday or the day before yesterday. There was better, but messed it up. But I said that I gained experience in this line, which is quite important for this opening to play through a couple times. Okay. Knight f5. This is the main move you see it basically all the time. However, I'm not sure if it's the best, but you simply see it. And now knight f3, I would assume. But we still follow it because they think they win a pawn on e5. But you can gain him back on c5. And then yeah, I actually made a mistake that I took on b7. I remember now. In one of those lines. But wow. 2-minute time lead. Not bad. But I'm capable of spending all that time on a single move if things get complicated. But wow. Yeah, that means that my opponent definitely does not know the line. But we are still following it. If knight d4, then just queen d1 and still I know how it goes further. So I can play quick. And then will you take on e5? Knight e4. Now f5 is the main move, and you can go back to d2 or take the c5 pawn. I think I should take. Yeah, you take and then you got b4 ideas to defend the knight. And you got these beautiful bishops putting pressure on the whole queen side. But queen c2 played. Okay, but that should not help. Goes just c3 and that's it. just c3. And yeah, you can win the pawn back. Likely, if there isn't anything nasty on g3. You cannot push, there's this, I guess you cannot do that. If I take, let's say with the knight, knight takes, pawn takes, bishop takes. That would be too much. Yeah, I got two bishops, so yeah, that's legit. I can go for it. Do you take there with the bishop by any chance? I don't think so. Feels that you just take with the knight and go d4. And enjoy your position. Yeah, I got very nice pressure, not easy to develop, maybe. Yeah, but maybe you gotta go like bishop d7 or something. But if bishop d7 I take and then just go d4 and yeah, simply with d4 my position feels better. And wow, time lead is only getting wider. Bishop goes back immediately even without it being kicked. Okay, I mean I'll go d4 anyway. Maybe e5 immediately. Yeah, okay. Now we are definitely playing a game, by the way. I don't know this. I don't know the theory that long. But I knew it further than my opponent. Okay, e5. Do you take? If you don't take, it's not as nice, so I guess you'd actually take. Yeah, I guess you take. Bishop gets back. Now I want to move the queen somewhere where it would be very useful. Maybe that square is f3. Yeah, I honestly like the queen on f3. I do. So let's place it there. And now bring the last piece into the game. Guess to e1, even though if e1 it blockades this rook. But e1 just looks the best to me. But in fact d1 it is. To give this rook a bit more flexibility. Okay, yeah, this move. Definitely nothing that was not expecting. I'll just go back to d3. And then likely f4 and yeah, from there d5 is a great square. But be aware of this, to be honest. Yeah, that is definitely something that goes against queen f3. To display it immediately without hesitation. It's okay. I gotta fall back. 3-2 and venture to c2 anyway. So okay, in fact, queen f3 maybe was not so good. At the same time, maybe it was avoiding other lines possible, so it's always not that easy to say. And bishop was back once again. It seems quite funny, but I think it's quite reasonable. Yeah. Rook is coming in for sure. So okay, I guess not knight f4 then. Yeah, knight f4. That feels like it kind of slipped the advantage I had. It has not reversed though. I feel like my position is still fine. I just feel like black has equalized. Rook e8 is quite a move that you just play without thinking. Almost. You can think of with which rook? Okay, if it lands, where do I go? Queen b5? Do I want to go that much in? If queen c2, then this pawn is pinned, so maybe in some lines. But I don't really think that, for example, knight d4. No, I'm that wise, so yeah, if rook e8, I'll go queen c2. Or maybe queen f3 too, actually, without the bishops. No, actually, my new favorite is queen f3 back. Yeah, that is my new favorite. Queen back to f3. Okay, yeah, queen f3. Even though it was not completely necessary to support d5 even more. Put special on the f file and covers up this long diagonal. Only thing to watch out for with this is the position of these three pieces that, yeah, potential of fork, but two pieces defending that square currently. Queen c4. Even b3 is a possible. No, it's not. You can take. In that case, a3 would make a lot of sense. But if a3 and queen b3, or do you lose that pawn? Nah, man, just go a3 and okay, queen b3 or queen b5, and I gotta deal with the b2 pawn. How? What would be the best way? Knight back to d3, maybe. Rook b1 I don't want to play. That's a thing I know for sure. They want to take and knight d3. I can go g4 too. And I like g4. It is a bit risky, but let's go for it. This square protected by the bishop. Well, at some point we are all stuck somewhere, I guess. I'm now stuck between 22 and 2300. But I mean, 16 and 1700 is already quite something. Like, it's not that bad. It is honestly quite good compared to average. Yeah, okay, knight d6. I still have this problem. However, maybe I can go about it this way. Yeah, I will. I will, in fact. Oh. Or is it fine, though? I don't think it... Oh, it might be. If I go rook e2 and knight takes, rook b1. And I think I would be getting a piece there. But it is getting a little complicated there. Because you take with the knight. Rook b1 is the knight. You gotta defend, but no, I take anyway because there is another pin. Wow. Quite crazy. But what do we have here? I can take and then queen d5 to pin. Although queen d5 blunders a queen, so don't do that. Yeah, I guess I will lose this pawn. In fact, I don't know. I got knight d3. I still got knight d3. Just gotta go knight d3 now, I guess. Yeah, seems like the only way to save the pawn. If I want to save it though, I can also just give it up at some point. And it will likely be the best thing to do. In certain moment, but... currently I want to hold on to that pawn a bit longer. What do I do here? Maybe knight b4. No? Yes? Actually, it could be good. Yeah, okay, rook there. Rook there. I'll go... queen d3. Yeah, okay, let's do that, but... wow. Still very complicated position. Okay, this pawn is hit. At least an easy thing to see. It's okay, I'll just defend the pawn. Fast. No, not gonna lie, it's not so pleasant. Let's go for a queen trade, maybe. Could be a good idea. Yeah, I can just take it, it's fine. Okay, let's take on e6 then. And we got this endgame that is very interesting. Because it is imbalanced. I got 3 against 2 on the queen side. I can now do this. If that's a good thing or not, I'm not exactly sure. Okay. Let's go back. And then to c4. And we are likely getting this trade that I quite enjoy. Let's go in this way. And then, okay, I'll take. And go back to f3. Give this check and win a pawn. And then go to d4 to protect entry squares, and then king e4. Yeah, okay, how do I get around a4 maybe? And yes, by the way, I see the time kind of. So for once, I win on time. Even though it's not the best kind of victory. But let's continue. I started somewhere. c4, knight c3, we are getting regular Spanish. Not Spanish, English. Two completely different openings. And there exists actually one beautiful trap, but I was not able to get it like from the time I landed. But that's fine. Okay, d3. And see if black goes for f5 or not. Okay, d6. Nah, I think I go e3. Then knight e2, castle. Knight e7. Okay, I mean, okay, fine. Okay, yeah, f5. f5, rook b1. Now a5, yeah. Now a5 is a thing. Do I go a3? I think I do. Because I want to get that b4 move. Did I castle first? I don't think... okay. Well, let's castle first, in fact. There's also knight d5. That could come, but first I think that b4 is simply a move you wanna get the strike. But maybe knight d5 to put more pressure first. No, okay, you know what? Let's go with b4. I understand that it kind of opens up the rook, but I think that's fine. I think that's quite fine. b5 here? But it would make sense. Or knight d5. Thinking between these two moves. No, okay, actually b5. I think it was not necessary to rush it though. Oh yeah, it was if I want to go bishop b2. Okay, bishop b2 and rook a1. I want to get the a file back under control. I'm countering this bishop. Now one of the central breakthroughs will be played. I wonder which one, but... Okay, knight f7 first. Actually giving up this pawn. Signs that my opponent doesn't even care about it. I think I should take. I see the attack potential, but I think I should take here. And then obviously just go back. Yeah, this, and now you go f4. And that's a move that really annoys me, like always annoys me. And I face it, and I faced it today as well. With white, obviously I got this structure with white, but yeah, those are actually quite the same games. Only one time you have it with black or with white, but the positions are basically the same. H6. Do I take? No, I think I'll just let it stay and claim my A file. I'm attacking the rook. If you want to go there, no, you cannot even go there. There's a bishop. I take with the queen. Nice, powerful battery. Go there with your knight. Doesn't concern me. I don't even think it does. I can just go knight d5. Yeah, I can just go knight d5 and take advantage of this battery. Hopefully the stream is still going, because maybe you can see there is reconnecting sign. So I never know if I should refresh the site or not. I'll do it though. I always kind of do it. Not always, but most of the times. And we'll see if the move has been played. No, it has not, so he lost a few seconds there, but hopefully it won't be that critical. Currently I got a solid pawn on b5 that I'm up. So those are just good news. There's no other way to put it. The knight on d5 also defends the f4 once more. So it can never be bad. You take with the g pawn, I'll take with the e pawn for sure. And you cannot take because of this. My arrows are weird. I mean, it's not the arrows, it's my mouse. Oh, my hand. I mean, yeah, just this thing happens all the time. King h7, I wonder what it really does. Nice fork potential, by the way. Nice fork potential. I think I'll go queen a7 and just target c7. And what do you do about it? Yeah, like, what do you do? If you take, I will not win a bishop, but it would still be strong. Trading these two bishops, and yeah, c7. It's really under attack. b6. And the pawn is actually quite far advanced. And yeah, I don't mind trading queens, because then the attack will not be as strong, and I'll keep my extra pawn. Queen is defended by the bishop, so it's not like b6 and yeah, b6 with like this. If imagine resignation. Okay, I mean, thank you, but I guess you play on here. I mean, you play on here. I understand it's unpleasant, but you gotta fight. Yeah. Yeah, it is true that I don't know what I do here though. Like, yeah, rook c8. And yeah, I would go like maybe b6 I would even play. Yeah. Yeah, we would trade queens. Going down endgame route would be better, but still, I guess you play these kinds of positions on, even though you know you're worse. At least I do, and I think you should, even at this level. Even at this level, so many crazy things happen. And I mean, it's not even like, yeah, in an end game where it's hopeless, I would understand, but when you have so many pieces remaining, there are so many tricks left in the position. And if you're not getting checkmated immediately or losing a queen, I would advise playing on. Okay, queen e7. Knight d5. And there I go bishop a6 again. I honestly think I go knight b6 because this line for some reason I think I scored badly. And now you either, yeah, I think you develop your bishop with g6, or you can go d6 too. Yeah, honestly, I think you go d6. Yeah, you definitely go d6, and then you will have queens staring at each other. And you don't want to take because you would help your opponent develop. That's quite instructive. Don't just trade. Neither of us will trade, in fact. Yeah, there's a fancy move, bishop g4 possibly. Whoever, if f3, I don't know if it's an improvement for me. Yeah, I would like to go g6, but this and yeah, it's not a thing I can really play. But yeah, I think I actually go bishop g4 and then move back to f5. The queen is pinned, so it cannot take, and that is under attack, so okay, yeah, f3 is like, then I can go back here to be able to move the queen or bishop f5. Not this though, but just bishop f5. Yeah, I guess bishop f5. In fact. Now, do I castle long? Yes, there's a pawn threatened right now. So maybe it is time to take, even though, oh, I don't really want to, but it's not that bad, perhaps. Okay, let's take. Maybe it is possible to give up this pawn, but yeah, I just decided against it. Until I'll cast long. There was also a possibility of just going king d7, but I like making on c8 more than d7. And now I can go bishop e7. Actually, I can. Because if bishop takes, I go this and win a pawn back, so that would be fine. So let's go for it, take advantage of that. But these two bishops are kind of stuck behind their own pawns. Oh. So maybe was not supposed to go bishop e7 with this move. It is true that I'm actually losing it. Yeah. It's not a loud game though, but you never wanna lose a pawn if you don't have to. Yeah, with rook, yeah, it's a game. Still, it's a game. And this might be actually losing the pawn back. Or not winning it, at least. Yeah, because now if I go rook h7, I can then take and win the pawn back on h4. So that's funny. With that h4 move. My opponent lost the pawn back, so we are even. The bishop is under attack. You gotta move it. Bishop d4. Yeah, d4. Kind of active, but yeah, I just want to get my pawn back. Give me that. And with the rook, likely. There doesn't seem to be a reason to take with the bishop. Okay, we are trading the rooks, and I want to put this bishop here, and I will have very, very good bishops, although with this knight f3 that comes a bit faster, it is disallowed. But I can go back here, well, not back, but further, to g3 and then f4. If allowed, it would be nice. Because I can only go there or back to e7, but no, I think I'm good here. I can go back to e5 if it would be really, really necessary, but I think that this plan should be okay. This move doesn't seem like it actually does all that much. Because okay, just... Or do I give a check first? It's always that decision. Because if this, there might be a small change. Okay. I think I can move and give a check later, but maybe it was not worth my time. Yeah, I'll give it a check now. But yeah, I guess my opponent will see it and go to b2, so maybe also not entirely necessary, though I can take and then get active quite fast. Okay, he goes there actually, yeah, that's true. That is a fact. That you can play this, definitely. Well, it's getting a little complicated, isn't it? I'll remaneuver my knight. That seems definitely useful. Yeah, let's do it. I want my knight on c5. I don't care if we like trade the bishops, how we trade the bishops. And actually, wow, I'm simply attacking the bishop. I missed it. That's pretty good then. Then, if I'm attacking the bishop, why not? Okay, I'll take with the pawn. Maybe a possibility than this. But no. I'll keep it simple here. Bishop d4, do I want to play that move c5? Because yeah, this is actually under attack. A7, and I wanna spend time protecting it. Yeah, I think I'll actually play c5 indeed, even though it's kind of putting the pawns on wrong color. Yeah, I want to get my rook in before I jump to e5 with the knight. Now, did I go g5? Okay, I'll try. Even though it is always risky to put all your pawns and fix them on the same color of your bishop, but here with the other pieces, it should still be fine. Okay. Okay. Actually, this is... no, it is fine. Let's go back here. It might be a knight endgame, quite likely, honestly. I can see. A knight endgame? I honestly wouldn't mind. It would depend on the which circumstances. You can also get this endgame where you take on g5. In which case I would have to take bishop takes and knight take here. So we can get this endgame. The pawns would be on one side, which would be good. For the side with the knight. Do I want to take on c1? Yeah, let's take a knight e5. And it can be a rook endgame too, but I wouldn't mind it. I wouldn't mind it. And yeah, if you take there, it will be a knight endgame in fact. And this should be a draw, but yeah, should it definitely has to be there. We'll both bring our kings in closer to the action. But yeah, it feels like white will be pressuring and I'll try to hold because this structure is definitely more favorable to have. So I'm defending also under time pressure, so yeah, it definitely makes sense that white's playing this. I need to show my endgame skills to defend. I don't know if I want to necessarily move this pawn, but I will. I will. Obviously, getting my knight here would be very good. And also like the d4. That should be quite the goal. But how to achieve that? I can also just go d5. No, but wait, if I... Okay, never mind. Let's try to play quicker now. Maybe this and go a4. I get that. Yeah, but how are you getting to my pawns? To be honest, like how? How exactly? Do you wanna do that? I can push d5 or a4. I don't have to. Yeah, but you know what? Let's just go d5. I think this should be a draw. Quite with ease, because of this pawn also. Yeah, I'm definitely playing this one for a draw. Oh, I can go a4. Actually, pretty easy way to draw this, because it doesn't matter how many pawns are on the a file, it will still always be a draw if I get my king to corner. And if this, I just take, so yeah, that is pretty easy now. No way to break through this. Yeah, and I don't know if my opponent will try to flag me, but this is an easy position. Because, yeah, you can remove everything, basically. And, yeah, okay, it is a draw indeed. Wow, quite a well fought one. Yeah, I was definitely defending. And here, this move a bit scared me off, but yeah, I found the right move, and I think it was a draw all along. Yeah, it was a very leveled game. Solid from both sides. And here we have a rematch. I don't know which moves were more successful today. Maybe c4, but okay, we're getting the Alekhine defense again. Okay, so now we've got the Vienna. d3. Knight there immediately. Okay. c6. c6. I know that usually in Vienna you want to go f4, but here with c6 and early d5 from black, I feel like it is better to just develop normally. Because yeah, it slows black down. And yes, black kind of achieved what he wanted. So now it is quite a regular Italian kind of. If you wanna go for these plans, however. But I can go for it anyway. Yeah, I'll just go knight e2 and then knight g3 until slow play it this way. This tension just stays. Keeps to be there. I can even go c4, but now I'll go c3 and now my opponent will take, yeah. This was obvious, and now don't I take with the queen? Don't think so, I'll take with the pawn and then b4 to grab more space, and yeah, I got an open file. Well, it is a semi-open file technically, but I got it open, so. Okay, now b4. I don't even have to play it now. Because if I do, it maybe complicates a bit d4 breakthrough. Okay, no, but I'll do it because it stops black from expanding on the queen side. They got this solid structure that I don't need to do anything with. Then okay, h3, bishop e3, still natural development. And this is now one of those lows. Rouleau passes and Italians. And d5. We see this breakthrough. Can I take? Maybe, but I don't think I want to with this. Yeah. I don't need to do anything here. I'll just move the queen. e2 seems about nice. Yeah, e2 seems about nice for the queen. About right. And then yeah, I usually play these positions from black side, so I need to remember how to what to do and what I don't like facing. I don't like facing this and this, but there's a queen on d8. So if this, then this, unleashing a discovery. So I don't think that you play that. You can go bishop c5 here. And actually, why not? Let's get bishop c5. This pawn will travel to the c file from the a file. Glad I didn't mouse slip now. I was close to it. Close to playing b5. Now this, and now you go b4. That's how I would see it. I got two knights. For a knight and a bishop. We'll see if that's good or bad. This bishop currently quite not so active. I'll go rook e1 and threaten to take and win a pawn. Now do I want to take with the pawn or with the knight? Now I think you want to take with the pawn and keep the position more closed. Yeah, and also, yeah, because now it really doesn't feel like the bishop has a lot to do, though there is maybe such a maneuver. Okay, let's come to d file first, but then I definitely want to go to f5. Yeah, okay, bishop c8. But now I can go there because if knight takes, which is the only really reasonable discovery, I take with the queen and defend. So that's fine. And you can also dodge it with g6, but that will further weaken the king side. Yeah, so g6. And now, yeah, you always wonder whether you can go there anyway and like sack it, but no, I'll go back and be happy with weakening, with further weakening the king side. Now I would like to prepare doubling up. Okay, queen is definitely better placed on e3 here. So why not? Gives this knight a bit more flexibility. It's a cagey position where you will maneuver a lot. Queen goes there, and I assume this is a plan. Yeah, I would really want to fly. It is possible that the rook will just get traded off. Like all of the rooks. Okay, I'll go rook d2. And I don't think it's that good though. I have to go back to e2 with the queen. Yeah, I should have taken immediate and then just rook d1. And that would be the easy way to do it. Yeah, because now there is just queen d7. I guess I can, yeah, I guess I can go back with both pieces, but it was completely unnecessary. Like, completely unnecessary, but okay. I don't think it's that bad. Queen cannot go there because this pawn is hanging. So I'm fine. I'm in time to counterattack d file, but there was a better way. Okay, bishop e3. Bishop b3, that is interesting. But can't I just go... Oh, it wants to maneuver around this way? That's so cheeky. But if you do, then c4. So I don't mind. Let's harass it with the rook. And it just goes back, okay. Okay, let's get the trade. Okay, queen d3 to improve the position a bit by bit. And now where are the outposts? Here and like this, right? So knight f1, knight d2, knight c4. You wanna trade? I think it's good with me. Now let's go closer with the king. Let's get the king to e3. It was definitely better to go to e3 and with this knight to d2. That way I could go there. Okay, so actually not e3, but d3 does the square. And now you can even go here. Yes, you can. We will trade down into this endgame, but okay, it's coming in there. So g3. This can get wild very quickly. Night endgames are always quite difficult. I could try going here. Kind of, why not? Then the pawn provoking g5, which I would enjoy, but yeah, just king f7. And okay, I'll hop around to e3. I think e3 is the best square. And then, if possible, move the king. Okay. I'll simply defend. Maybe defending with the king was better, I don't know. Let's go back. Getting under pressure a bit. Because if this, it's not so nice. So I gotta go h4. But my opponent is forcing me to make moves now. But still, if I get those moves, attacking b7 could be serious. And with b7, then there is a good chance that one of the other pawns will fall too. Okay, so my opponent wants to block. What if I just advance? Is there a way? I don't think there is actually a way to get to the base of the pawn chain. No, there isn't a way for the knight. Only way through this. Okay, and if I give check, now it is complete. Oh wow. So my opponent actually sacks. Okay, so let's defend then. Yeah, it would be b7, but now the position has changed drastically. But there is no way for the king to get in, is there? I need to keep up the pace too. I think I should defend these 2 pawns with the king. Or at least if the knight would not be like completely too far away. Yeah, it was quite crazy, but it's not easy. Like, it's hard to decide who's playing for a win, actually. Because it was a nice one, but it might not work, but it might. This one is really unclear. Like, usually you just see it, whether it's right or wrong. But here it feels really unclear. It just might be a draw still. Because maybe I cannot get too far away with the knight. Maybe the king is now trying to get in. Okay, I'll go to c4. I'll try, but this one is really difficult. But I feel like I have to try to get that c4 and go after that. So okay, what if I don't take and go here? What is going to happen? No, I think I can take. No, well, I cannot. I can. Come on, I don't have to take. Took me a while to say that. To say it. But if I just take, then this. If this. Yeah, I'll take. And I can stop, but my time is getting down. But I think I solved those problems, and now I can play the moves quite instantly. I think I have solved the problems. I can also blockade like this and then go up with the king and take. Yeah, this is check. King has to go back. I'll just go like this, another check. And then another check, and then king f3. And I can always go knight f1 to gain a tempo, so I should be able to win f4. And with that, yeah, okay. So that's a win, and with 43 seconds, it should be fine. Yeah, and there's the resignation, but wow, won't be easy and took a while. But yeah, this is just easy. Easy right now. The king, there's nothing to do. The king will have to go somewhere. You take. This one is is just staying on HD forever, and you just keep the blockade and push the E pawn. You don't even have to go after the pawn. Maybe somewhere later, but yeah, this was really fine then. But I want to go back. Like, the sacrifice definitely was not necessary. But was no. So yeah, it was good for me. It was not a good idea. But good practical attempt. According to the engine, definitely not, but I felt kind of under pressure. Because I just threw that in this position, with the way you closed it. What is this now? You have to go somewhere with the king, let's say e7. And you're never sacrificing again. And yeah, this is still +1. I know why king c4, but yeah, I would simply be the only one playing for a win because I got a way in with the knight. So okay, again gained 1 rating point, and it sort of went the same way as I did yesterday. That I picked up a few losses and then bounced back quite nicely, and it results in +1 rating point. I think still -1 score, but yeah, I just play better opponents overall. So yeah, at the end of this day, I'm not disappointed at all. So yeah, that's it for today. Hope you enjoyed it, and see you tomorrow.